If you were the only human on Earth, do you think you'd have what it takes to survive and thrive in the new environment? With no reliance on others, no past relics or ruins of civilizations past, just you and a vast wilderness that will simply brush off your death and move on like nothing had happened. It sounds pretty fun, right? So I decided to try it out by playing Vintage Story. Particularly the Homo sapiens mode, where it removes all of the lore content and evidence of current or past civilizations, making us the first and only human on the planet. Which also means we will have a human temperament and be vulnerable to any wildlife or harsh weather that gets thrown our way. So it's up to us to survive and maybe work our way up to something far greater. Only time can tell though. Wish me luck. Well, here we are, the only and probably last person to ever grace this earth. Anyways, welcome everyone to Vintage Story. And already, you might notice something completely different about my character, and that's the fact that we are human, right? We're not a seraph. We are the only human on this earth, and it's up to us to make the best of it. So yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And right now, before I do anything else, our first order of business is to leave the woods, right? We are playing on a very difficult mode compared to the traditional game mode for Vintage Story, so we really don't want to get mauled by any animals. So yeah, we have a nice field out here, and I think this is a perfect place to describe our situation. And it's pretty simple. The only thing I want to do right now is survive and thrive, making my way up potentially to the Iron Age, right? Which entails a whole bunch of things. For 1, we need tools, 2, we need food, 3, we need shelter, 4, we need clothing, and 5, we need a survivalist spirit. So before I do anything else, we're gonna go look around for some stones to nap ourselves some tools. There we are, we got ourselves 4 pieces of flint and 8 pieces of basalt. We can flint nap with a basalt, but I think in order to save as much durability as possible, we will be using flint. And now that we do have it, what we can do is nap it out into tools, right? The things I need right now are 1, a knife for chopping down cattails, 2, an axe to chop down trees, and 3, a shovel in order to grab any clay along the way. And you know what? Just to be safe, we should probably make ourselves a spear as well to do any hunting, but with those 4 tools, we should be pretty set for our first few days inside this place. So let's get right onto it. The more time we burn is the less time I have to prepare for nighttime, in which we don't really have to worry about anything, because all of the traders, all of the monsters, and all of the big threats are gone, but we still have to worry about animals like lone wolves, big cats, bears, anything that can kill me, because they will. They will eat me and tear me to shreds. Oh, speaking about bears, I have no idea where that came from, but that is not a good sign. Yeah, no, I really don't want to become someone's meal right now. I don't see any bears nearby, but we will keep that in mind. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should move away from this area and, like, go down over here to nap out our tools. That's exactly why we avoid the forest. Okay, this looks pretty clear here. There we are, we got ourselves our first 4 tools. A spear for stabbing, a shovel for digging, a knife for gathering, and an axe for chopping. You might notice another thing, which is the fact that the developers added in a new set of animations that look extremely nice. So when we chop with an axe, we actually chop. When we gather with a knife, we actually gather. It's very, very cool, and that's another reason why I decided to revisit this game. But now that we have tools, up next, we need to collect food. Now, I am a little bit worried about the roaring in the distance, but I don't see anything, so I think we're clear to just grab some basic food, right? I did see some berries over there, and I do see some growing turnips over here, which I will grab for seeds. Yeah. If I don't grab food right now, we are gonna have a very bad time come nighttime. So let's see what we can get here. We got ourselves 8 red currants, 5 turnip seeds, 3 turnips, and 3 onion seeds, all ready to rock. And now that we do have all of the stuff, we have come across our next problem. We don't have enough inventory space. So what I'm going to do right now is, while we are near a water source with cattails, is go down, collect some reeds so we can turn those bad boys into baskets for good old Grug here. The quicker we get this done, the better, because we have about 2/3 of the day left. So yeah, we are spending a lot of time, and there are some animals we can hunt after we collect the baskets. For now, we can see how many cattails we have around this area to collect. Oh man, the animations are so cool, by the way. I love it to bits. Okay, that's not a very good sign, but we are collecting a bunch of cattails for me to use. We got about 20 to 30 right now, but I am keeping an eye on that tree line because the roars are getting a little bit closer, and if I die right now, it's basically permadeath, right? Grug is only a simple human. We are not built to survive death, believe it or not, so I would hate for this entire run to be over before it even begins, right? I need to leave this area. We're gonna grab these last 3 cattails, and I'm gonna live in a very open area to where we can see any predators that come across my area. There we are. We got ourselves 46 cattails. I am tempted to grab that last one over there and some of the seeds, but I really don't want to tempt fate. Okay, yeah, no, screw that. I'm not him. We're gonna run away very tactically. But on better news, while I was collecting cattails, I did spot way more turnip seeds right over here. So it is a very good baseline for me to set up a future turnip farm. Matter of fact, there are full turnips right here. Though we are out of space, so let's change that very quickly by turning these cattails into hand baskets, just like that. Bada boom. We were able to quite literally triple our inventory capacity, which will allow me to carry all of this delicious food. And now that we have covered our first 3 baselines, or I guess 2 baselines, we can go explore for a more, I guess, digestible house location. What I'm trying to say is that I want to be as far away from that damn forest as possible, because that's where the predators come out to play. So yeah, let's do a little bit of exploration and see what prospects we have in the future. Alrighty everyone, good news. We have found peat right down here, which we can use as a makeshift fuel source. Though the bad news is that we are running out of daylight, so we are going to have to set up camp. And I think if we set up camp anywhere, it's going to have to be that little forest grove right over there, to where we can set up a quick campfire and maybe set up a quick little bedroll to go to sleep on time. So yeah, we are definitely losing daylight. We have enough food to last us for the night though, thankfully, so yeah, we'll go collect the peat, and then we will head right on down, setting up a campfire for us to sleep. Alrighty, that was a bit of a close one. We were almost out in the middle of the night without any light source whatsoever. But we were able to fajangle ourselves a nice lit fire pit, and now that we are here, we can actually sleep through the night, right? The only thing we need right now is a bunch more dry grass to make ourselves a makeshift bed, right? Because as much as I would love to explore and go out during the night, that is a very easy way to stumble upon a wolf pack and get mauled viciously, so we are going to play it extremely safely, even if it means we go a little bit hungry a bit faster. So we're going to go collect up some dry grass, so we can make ourselves hay, to lay down a nice and comfortable bed. It is 10 degrees out right now, so we do need to stay near the campfire in order to stay warm, but we should be chilling now. So I will see all of you in the morning, and then we can find our future dream house. Preferably one that's nearby a copper node, so I don't need to worry about that in the future. We'll see where life throws us out, though. For now, we sleep like a damn king. Anyways, welcome to day 2. We're gonna pick up our bed, and we are gonna get a move on. And right now, the place that I really am looking for is a place that's near water, is near a forest, and is flat enough for me to see anything around the area without having to terraform half the damn, place. So I'm hoping if we pick a direction and just cross our fingers, we can find something nice. Ooh, and speaking about something nice, that is some growing flax. That's going to be super helpful in the future. Man, we really need to set up a base soon, don't we? Yeah. We gotta find it so soon. So I will get a move on. Well, what do we have here? I mean, we do have some high ground up over here, but right down over there is, I think, the best chance we will have when it comes to a base location, right? It's flat, it's nearby trees, but it's not surrounded by trees, and more importantly, there are some nearby ponds and small little puddles for me to make a farm out of, so I think that might be the place where we set up a base camp. Because I really don't want to run around all day looking for the perfect base location to never find it. Yeah. I was thinking up here, but it's a little bit too hilly for me. So you know what? I think that's going to be our best chance. It looks like we've found our new home, so let's go move down and see where we want to set up a base camp. Oh, dude, on top of that, we have clay right over there as well. Oh, that's awesome. Hold on, what is that? Ooh, we even have obsidian here as well. Okay, no, this place is awesome. If you guys don't know, obsidian is the best material to make arrows and whatchamacallits out of. Arrows and spears out of because it's naturally sharp. On top of that, we have blue clay, a bunch of gravel, flint, some currant bushes nearby. But more importantly, we have ourselves a couple of makeshift ponds to set up a basic farm at. Yeah, no, this place is perfect. I think we're gonna set up our base right down there, maybe. This might sound a little bit crazy, but because we really aren't in a position to worry about it too much, I could set up a base inside of a cave. Though, do I want to? That's the question. You know what? The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm realizing how little I care about living in a cave, right? Because all of the monstrosities down in the depths are gone. It's just Grug, so this is Grug's territory now. All we have to do is patch up that one hole right there with a wooden log, so we don't have the constant running sounds of water. Bada boom! Let's make ourselves at home now, shall we? Starting with a very basic campfire and a bed to lay down right there. Bada boom. And bada bingo, we have ourselves a campfire to keep us warm during the night. Now what I can do is kind of level out the terrain inside this cave to be a bit more welcoming to be a home, right? So what I'm thinking of doing right now is leveling out this layer right here to be way more flat, and maybe building a very basic wall to keep out any unwanted predators. Because if I do step outside, we are right next to the forest, and it's not out of the realm of possibility for a bear or a wolf to stumble their way on down and welcome me not so welcomingly. So yeah, let's go level out the first little bit with dirt. We'll also go make some torches, but more importantly, we can finally drop off so much of our stuff. Like the fire starter, the tools I'm not using, the firewood, and the peat, which I'll drop off right over here. Nice! Now it's time to work on the flooring. finally working on the log walls. Alrighty, that was a little bit scary, especially building out this end over here, but we have ourselves a very makeshift cave home now. We'll fill in some of the cracks to make it seem a bit more natural, and we can finally put the cherry on top, which is gonna be our very own crude door. And in order to make that, we need 2 logs, 3 sticks, 1 axe. Done. Now that's a home. Welcome on in, everyone. This is gonna be our little base camp until we get a proper log cabin, or just, wooden home setup in the future, which I think is gonna be about right here. Now, there is one last thing that I did not account for when I built this place out. We don't have any cattails, and as a result, we can't really... Oh, wait, we do have cattails over here. Oh, we're vibing. It's not that much, though. And the main reason on why I want cattails is because we can make storage containers out of it, which I need really, really bad right about now. So let's see how many we have here. Also, what the hell is tool? That's new. Let me see really quick. Can we turn it into anything cool? We cannot. We can turn it into thatch later, though. Okay, we actually have a lot of cattails in here. Not bad, not bad. Then let's go collect it and see if we can set up ourselves a basket, using a state-of-the-art obsidian stone just for it. Bada boom. This bad boy's gonna be more durable and way more sharp than your average knife. Oh, that's actually so nice for early game. What's not very nice is my rapidly ticking down hunger bar, but we'll address that issue next episode. For now, I just want a base. Alright, we got ourselves 30 cattails to work with. Can we craft up a basket with it? We can craft up a single reed chest. You know what? That's gonna have to work. We are also getting pretty hungry, and it is getting a little bit darker out, so I am gonna have to wrap things up very soon. Ooh, there's actually some more cattails over here. You know what? We might as well grab them so they grow faster later. And then, once we're done with that, we can actually go out and get ourselves a little bit of protein in our diets. By the way, I'm not sure if you can tell the difference between a normal stone knife and an obsidian knife, but the difference is night and day. Okay, that's gonna be all of the cattails here. And now we can worry about food. I'm gonna worry about it for the most part next episode, but one thing we can do, just to put our campfire to work, is spearfish all of these salmon inside these small ponds here, right? It'll give me some nice raw fish to cook up on a nice campfire. We can get ourselves 5 whole cuts of raw fish and 4 bones to nap and use for tools in the future. There are 2 more fish left inside of the pond, but I think I'm gonna leave them in case that they can reproduce and make some more fish inside of the pond, right? Is that a rabbit right there? Hold on. Ugh! Yeah! Hell yeah! Real meat's back on the menu, boys! Oh, man, that was a good throw for me. It really sucks that I have no space for this stuff. We can drop off the rocks because... We can, however, drop off the sticks because we are surrounded by it. But yeah, we have ourselves quite the hefty haul of food. Now we need to find our cave base, which I should definitely mark down with a dirt pillar come morning. But for now, we can throw on our raw red meat. Also taking our torches to set up around here as well. There we are. And now we can finally cook up some good stuff. We'll go grab some peat, throw it on there, start up a fire, and finally drop off our reed chest to leave some of the stuff we're not using right now, like the seeds, the vegetables, and more importantly, the cattails and obsidian. Bada bingo! Our inventory's cleared. I'm gonna be keeping the bushes because we will plant that come morning tomorrow. For now, we just gotta wait for our fire to cook up some food, and we are gonna be vibing. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. We've done quite a bit. We found a good location, we've gotten fuel, we've gotten a shelter. Now all we need is to worry about food, because as it stands right now, we definitely don't have enough. Anyways, if you guys have liked this episode, be sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more. I will see all of you next time.